What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are finally getting back into things. We are playing Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I am your host, as always. How y'all doing? Holy shit. Where the hell have I been for a while? If you've been seeing the community posts, I really haven't made a lot over the past while. If anybody knows, I got, I'd say sick. Originally, I thought I cut the inside of my mouth or something. My face was really swelling. It was really bad. At some point, it hit about a week. I went to my doctor. I'm like, okay, can I get like an antibiotic or something? Because like I'm pretty sure I've something infected or something. They said, no, you got to go to the hospital because the swelling was so much on the left side of my face, almost up near my eye even. Went to the hospital, got a CAT scan, everything. Turns out I have an abscess somewhere in the back of my mouth. Everything's healing. Like I said, I thought Monday I was going to get back into things because, the swelling had reduced considerably and all that. I'm back on eating solid foods, and I'm basically 100%. I just have like a little bit of swelling still left in my mouth and, some soreness every so often, but vast majority of everything, I'm A-okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I intended to come back on Monday, but then fatigue hit me because I was really, for about that week that my face was swelling up, I was sleeping very poorly. So I was catching up on sleep, schoolwork, everything. That is all. I apologize on the off chance anybody got worried that it's like, oh my god, is AJ dying? No. Just kind of felt like I was for a little bit. It was not a fun time. It was really not a fun time. Like we're talking, I could barely talk. I really couldn't eat. The swelling was so bad. It was hard to drink even. So. Yeah.
Allowing for a simple and direct trip. Unfortunately, that city was completely obliterated by a void out. As a result, we have had to devise a new approach, utilizing a series of connections between preppers in the region. Easier said than done, of course. Some of these preppers are currently refusing to join the network. But according to APAS's latest simulations, enlisting the cooperation of the pizza chef should enable us to win over these holdouts. Your first objective is therefore to bring the pizza chef online. And it just so happens that the cargo he's requested is being stored at this very facility.
Okay, we are about to meet some of my favorite characters.
Or perhaps take advantage of a pickup off-roader's covered cargo shelf, which should ensure it doesn't get exposed to direct sunlight.
I love the pizza chef. He is one of my favorite survivalists or homesteader or whatever the hell you want to call him. One of my favorite people to deliver to in this game.
This cargo has been designated for chilled delivery.
I don't think we do enough like chilled delivery or chilled cargo. Because I think this game gave us some more interesting kinds of cargo missions, with the chilled missions. I'm trying to think what was all in the first game. I know the fragile cargo, timed cargo. I think cargo that you had to keep flat and couldn't like bring in water, I think was in that one. But in this one, you have some temperature sensitive stuff. You have just a couple more interesting. What's the word I'm looking for here? Just stipulations. I just wish they did a little bit more with them, and by more with them, I mean just give me more missions in which you put me under those stipulations. Because really, the most common one that we get is a timed time delivery or a fragile delivery. And yes, the pizza guy, you have a decent amount of, like time delivery because obviously it's a pizza. You got to deliver it, 30 minutes or less.
Sam, I don't recognize that device over there. Proceed with caution.
Come on. Pick up the... There you go. Okay. I forgot that this one got into combat pretty damn quick. This outlaw camp or raider camp or whatever the hell you want to call it. This one is probably my least favorite in the game, based solely off of its position. And what I mean by that is, this one is literally just down the road from that one that was in that canyon that we picked up that one guy to drop off at the dowser. This one is you leave that camp, drive all of maybe a minute, and you're at this one. I mean, it's literally, like I said, just a straight shot just down the road. I feel like they're too close to each other on a quote-unquote highway that's a very common site of transport. A little too far for me to hit there. Maybe you don't want to throw grenades. You're going to hit your buddies. Just taking pot shots. Bam, perfect. Even got the drop of the 2 shots landed. Both of them had to manage the drop of the dart. I think it's pretty good. That guy was just shooting for center mass. Just trying to land a shot. Well, guess that guy that I was pelting with sleep darts, it finally took effect. So say you don't once you peg somebody with a sleep dart, you don't have to, you know, keep shooting them. Essentially, their stamina will start depleting as soon as you land the shot in the torso. Personally, I just prefer to just take them down, get them out of the way.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Haha, hope it hurts. I'm not 100% sure why I didn't just make the cut there. Come on, editing, AJ. You gotta step your game up. Yeah, those things are a pain in the ass. Essentially, they're mines. They're placed all over on the outskirts of this place. They're, like I said, just a pain in the ass. They aren't really that hard to deal with. You can either shoot them like I just did there, or let them spot you, and they'll chase after you, but they don't chase for long before they detonate. But if you're also not careful, they can catch up to you. Because I've been caught once or twice just because I thought that it already detonated, it already did whatever. But in my opinion, they're not that scary.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Yeah, guess I forgot to cut this out. Yeah, really, this is all I do anytime that I take out one of these camps, and I pretty much I do a sweep of all the different camps every couple of hours. Essentially, it's just I'm farming materials. All right, hopefully everything's gonna be lining up right here. I decided I wasn't gonna make you watch me stumble around that camp for another like minute and a half, 2 minutes. But yeah, long story short, that's what I do every time I go check out one of those spots. Knock out, just take out everybody on the camp, loot all the resources and whatnot.
You're mine.
It's kind of like all of the, a lot of the different locations that we've been to and have made deliveries to. Once I 5-star a place, I'll generally just leech it of all of its materials. So, you know, I just take all the metals and ceramics and everything. I've got just a massive storage of shit in the DHV Magellan.
Be advised that usage is restricted inside
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Welcome and thank you for coming. I'll inspect your cargo. Excellent work. This cargo is in perfect condition. I knew you. Please, connect me to this net.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yeah!
This technology is remarkable. I expect I'll receive plenty of new business. And speak of the devil, a new order just came in now. I look forward to seeing you again soon, Sam.
Excellent work, Sam.
There,
You made a big difference today.
I know some people are probably going to say, AJ, you know, you really didn't see much, you know, he didn't do much. I know, but trust me, he has some really badass scenes later.
Let's press on to the next site awaiting you and your Cupid.
Just wait.
There's mentioning that the denizen located there has a reputation as a very cautious individual. Take care not to give them cause to doubt your intentions. Go ahead and pick up your new main order from the delivery terminal on site, so we can get underway.
Yeah, well, it's, if I remember correctly, we're gonna I was yawning or looking at my other monitor or something when, when it showed the unlocked area for the chiral network. What do you guys think this one was? Was that a... Would you say that was a, was it a pizza without a slice? Or do you think it was a, trying to think here, pizza without a slice, or or Pac-Man? I like to think it was Pac-Man. It was probably pizza without a slice. Jesus Christ! Sorry. Cats tearing through the house. One of them decided to take a corner and not so gracious, I cannot fucking speak. Gracefully slam into a door. Well, Lou, I'm glad you're enjoying the ride, even though, you know, we're about to ride into BT territory. roar at us. Like as soon as like it gave me control again, like it sounded like it roared. It was odd. Fuck you, ghosts. I get why the, like it zooms in and it's kind of shaky or whatever. I get what they're doing. They're trying to give it this frantic, stressful feeling. It's a technique that's used in horror games. I get it. Having said that, for the love of God, can you not, like, when I'm trying to make precise movements and dodging ghosts, can you not shake the camera like that? For the love of God.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal.
Wait, is this what I think it is? Is this a pizza made by you-know-who? I'll confirm order status right away. Don't want that pie to get cold on me. Now that's fast. And I mean really fast.
I know I'm good.
Could have sworn it was lost for good. I'd like you to connect my shelter to the chiral network.
This guy, I don't really have any strong opinions on this guy one way or the other. I don't find any of his dialogue particularly interesting. Anything he gives you is particularly good. This is one of those, kind of complete it just for the completion.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I'm really online. Incredible. Oh, I've just shared my chiral bridge schematic with you. You should be able to build it right away if you happen to have a level 2 PCC in your possession. These bridges can be crossed more quickly than standard ones, though they won't function properly when it's raining. They're a little something I whipped up as a thank you. Really didn't take very long either. That pizza really made my day. Actually, I'm the one who built his restaurant's oven. Glad to see that he's been making the most of it. It's not easy being an architect these days. I just wish I had the freedom to do my job properly. Well, we did it together. It was a passion project. We had to refine the design over and over until the pizzas came out just right. We got there in the end, though. That first pie we had together was unforgettable. If I close my eyes, I can still remember how it tasted. Well, once you've constructed the foundation, it generates a chirogram that functions as a bridge.
Yeah, and they suck. We'll see it right here at the end of the game, or end of the video. But they're like really thin bridges, so you can't drive vehicles over them. And seeing that this game, vehicles are so easy to maneuver pretty much anywhere. I mean, there's very few places that I would say I would go without a vehicle in this game. They're almost completely pointless. And hell, because so many of the rivers are so easily, again, forded, I really don't think regular bridges are even that super useful. I think the only ones that I build are actually based on aid requests.
New structures can be fabricated with data shared throughout the network, which is terrific. But this just means there's no longer any need for me to actually build something with my own two hands. I don't know how I should feel about having fewer opportunities to practice my craft. It's nice getting a chance to talk with someone else. Pay me a visit again sometime.
Hello, Rose. Oh my god, man, these cats. These cats, man. I swear, I remember why it was this week has actually been kind of relaxing, not recording and having a cat sit on top of my laptop while I'm trying to do stuff. Like, man, I gotta get back to you guys, but at the same time, I'm like, God, this is kind of nice. I don't have a cat on top of me every 20 seconds.
Gotta stretch my legs.
These fucking little golden bastards. Pretty much anytime you see them, take them out. They just drop a good chunk of chiral crystals. Again, stuff you need to build roads and whatnot. Rose, stop trying to unplug my microphone. Gosh. She's going, no, you're not supposed to be working. You pay attention to me. You're not supposed to be doing this. Pay attention to me. God, man, even my cat Buddy, who, you know, I raised him from a kitten. You know, he has been with me almost pretty much every day of his life. Very rarely have I been away from him for more than even a day or so. He doesn't cling to me like Rose does. She's not even my freaking cat. She's my brother-in-law's. And she has taken such a shine to me. Oh my god. Alright guys, so we're gonna drop this PCC. You'll see what the chiral bridge is. Like I said, I think it's pretty bland, but yeah, this is where we're gonna call it for today. I gotta go mow the lawn. We'll be back tomorrow with more content. I know, finally I'm back, yada yada yada. I will see y'all then. But until then guys, thanks for watching. I'm out.